All right, hi guys. My name is Aro Shalaoyine. I absolutely believe in a better Nigeria. I feel like a better Nigeria is not very far-fetched. What we just need is for us to come together, number one, as one, to first realize that the Igbo guy, as a Yoruba guy, the Igbo guy is not my problem. The Hausa guy is not my problem. Yeah, we might be different in ideologies, absolutely correct, but first we need to understand that we are like the 90% of people suffering from the policies that is being made by the 10% of the people. So now we need to come against that ethnic and political divides to understand that the situation is bad. With the way Nigeria is currently, we still have a lot of people who still say, oh, it's still going to be better, when the optics are obviously there. Every day there are new changes in tariffs. There's one crazy news, one crazy policy coming out of the government space every other day. But yet some people, because of their ethnic alliance or their political alliance, they still say, oh, we like this, we prefer it, as long as it's somebody like me. So I feel like first thing is we need to come to a place where we all understand that this is really terrible. When we now understand that that is really terrible, now we begin to consciously look at ways that we can achieve this. Like I was telling a friend, I said, I don't see what's wrong. I'm a believer, but I don't see what's wrong if a Christian, if a Muslim that will get the job done gets into power and fix this country. I'm not actually about the tribe or the religion. So we need to come to that place where we begin to say, okay, I think this is the best candidate. From what we can hear from this manifesto, it's not just cho like we say. We've seen what you can do, we've seen what you have done, we've seen your track record. You can actually get this job done, and we begin to actually follow those candidates. Now there are still candidates that they get to those places that they don't get the job done. For example, we have senators that we can recall. We need to start activating this in our local spaces where APC, PDP, we just need to realize that we are people suffering from some people's negligence of duty. We need to start making some of those things, those decisions together. And I think those are the initial steps we need to take. We first need to come together to understand this situation is bad. Then we need to start choosing leaders that we know have a heart of service, not people who want to get there and be like a monarch, be like an emperor over us. We need to actually have leaders we can hold accountable. Then I'll close by saying that I think our constitution needs to be rewritten. In my own opinion, it needs to be rewritten in such a way that there's consequence. You can't tell me that you rob us for 4 years or 8 years. You rob me of 8 years of my life, and then you leave the position and there's immunity. You can't be probed. No, I think you should actually sit a trial. When people start knowing that there's a process of accountability for them when they leave service, where people can actually hold them and say, what did you do? You had this amount of money, you did X project, we didn't see it. You announced this project, we didn't see it, and there's actually some punishment for it. I think that way people who actually want to serve will actually go into that space, not people who want to go there and loot it dry. Thank you so much. Nigeria.